Hey, what's going on, guys? Shooting the video today on the Duramax review. So for those of you who have been following me or looking for reviews on some real world applications with the Duramax, this is an LML, it's a 2013. Right now behind me, if you can see it, part of it anyways, it's somewhere between 8,000 and 10,000 pounds. It's kind of a large variance, but I know that the hauler trailer, the main trailer, I've got boat trailers, I got 5 of them, and an actual trailer that is hauling, that, you know, all the other boat trailers are on. So hauler is a 3-axle, it's triaxle. I'm guessing that weighs in around 3,500, 3,000 pounds. And then each other trailer, I looked at the titles on the trailers that I'm delivering them, they're anywhere from, one small one, it weighs probably like 800 pounds, and then all the others are dual axle pontoon boat trailers, and they weigh about 12 to 1,400 pounds. So plus you've got the wood, the bracing, the straps, the whole deal. So figure 3,500 pounds for the main trailer, 1,200 a pound a piece on average for the other 5. So you've got 3 plus 5 plus another 1,000, 9,000 pounds. So we'll call it 9,000 pounds. Truck pulls great. It's cold as hell. It was like -10 the whole way here. So this truck does have the DEF fluid. No problems with that. I actually asked the dealer about it the other day because I did have to take it in to get the trailer brake control module replaced. That did go out. No trailer brakes, no trailer lights. So luckily I wasn't pulling anything, but that did go out. So they replaced that, and I asked them about the DF fluid because the tank and DF freezes at DF freezes at 11 degrees. So I was like, I'm driving this thing, it's going to be cold as hell out. What's up with the DF? How's that going to work? And it's evidently got a heater in there, so shouldn't have to worry about the DEF freezing. Last week I was coming up from a trip from Chicago back up to Michigan, and it got down to -27. Truck ran fine. I always put the it's in the back, but the diesel power diesel fuel supplement. In the winter I always use the white bottle, mostly for lubrication, cleaning purposes, and then in the winter just to help added protection against gelling the fuel. And drove it for about 2.5 hours in -27 degrees, pulling an empty trailer, it was fine. It started clanking. It was a little loud, but that was it. It was really it was just a lot louder. It sounded like the early Duramaxes. That's really about it. But other than that, it did fine. And my favorite thing with newer diesels, I haven't drove a Ford or a Dodge. Actually, I drove a Dodge. Dodges, man, they kick ass. They really do. I think Dodge makes an awesome truck. You can't go wrong with the Cummins. My buddy has one. Really, really pleased with it. His is a 14. But I love the trailer brake, or the exhaust brake on them. Exhaust brakes kick ass. I rarely ever use my brakes, and I mean, I use them, but I don't. There's very little wear and tear from the weight of the load on the actual brakes of the truck, so I really like that. And then also, I love the integrated trailer brake control system module, whatever it is. It's over on the dash on the lower left-hand side over here. Those are awesome. All the newer ones have them. It's pretty freaking awesome. As far as temperature goes, it's cold out right now, so I'm talking about engine temperature now. I have kept they give winter bra for most all the diesels, no matter what the brand is. I've kept mine on the whole time during this winter. It's gotten up to about 30 degrees, and I pulled like 10,000 pounds with it. Temperature was fine. At least, you know, that the coolant temperature never got above 200, but this thing really struggles. I shouldn't say it struggles, but it doesn't want to get warm in the winter. Heats up fine, you know, the heat, it's warm in the cab and everything, but the coolant gauge, if you're just sitting there idling for over 5 minutes, it'll drop down to about 190 degrees or so. It's probably not bad for it, but just a thing to notice. So even when I'm pulling loads like this, and this is pretty much all I do, as far as weight behind this thing, it is obviously not a gigantic amount of weight, but hey, does good. Keep the bra on. Transmission temp right now we're at 106. Highly recommend it. Highly recommend this truck to anyone looking for a diesel. Second pick would be a Dodge. Third pick would not be a Ford. I'm just not a Ford guy. Sorry, Fords. That's all. I think they've got a powerhouse of a motor. Recently watched some videos on them the other day, and rear ends are blowing out in them. So maybe that's user problem, but this guy had 200,000 miles on like a 2011 F450, and he was on his 4th rear end. So yeah, we'll stick with GM and Dodge, but hope this helps. See ya.